Hey everybody, Tim from Mainly Muscle Cars, and today I am here with Ryan.
Hey.
Hey. Looking at an 88 Mustang Notch. Really cool car. This is a 20,000 mile car. It currently has an SVO speedometer in it. It's reading 16,000 miles. We have the original speedometer. It's reading about 4,000. This is kind of a day two car and a lot of period modifications. Go through the list as I couldn't do that list justice. We have a really comprehensive list. A really cool car. We're going to jump in. We're going to take it for a drive. Kind of put it somewhat through its paces within the realms of physics and the law. But this is original paint, guys. We have original paint. Obviously the wheels have been changed. This would have had phone dials. These are new reproduction 16-inch rubber with 6-inch rubber. We have a picture of this car being delivered, so some people will say, hey, they didn't have red stripes. It's a big fat lie. Here they are, and they're original. Now, a lot of things have been changed, so we've got some interior changes, but the big meat of the changes is underneath the car. A lot of suspension. This one has the original motor, GT40 intake manifold, Paxton supercharger. We've got ceramic coated headers that were upgraded because the original ones from the day two were showing their age. It's got a catalytic H-pipe for those of you who are worried about, emissions and such. Cat back. It's got 355 gears, 31 spline axles. We can just kind of keep going and going, but I think the coolest part is we'll get in and drive it.
Let's drive it.
All right. Now, I know Ryan's going to want to show off the working map light because it's kind of the
star highlight.
Kind of the unicorn, I think.
Look at this thing. Yes, it does work.
Does anybody use maps anymore?
Well, maybe if your phone light doesn't work and you need to hold up your
navigation doesn't work. That'll work. That'll work. I didn't think about that. We've got the original stereo still works, which is crazy. But all the gauges work. Obviously they didn't have a wideband air fuel ratio back in 1988, so that's been upgraded. Would have been cool if they did.
It would have been.
Would have probably saved a couple of head gaskets too.
That's right.
So this car though is really, this is not an entry level car. This car will get away from you. It comes unbuttoned real easy. So kind of a crowd cleaner, we call it. But just barely touching the throttle. It's kind of funny because we're all used to like Pro Chargers now and this headlong power. It's funny, the Paxton just makes power a lot different than the bigger boost setups, but just really good torque. I don't think I've ever felt a T5 that shifts this nice.
Best one I've ever shifted.
Yeah,
by far.
Mine, not even close. But it's nice and quiet inside. Everything works. It's not punishing, so I mean, it is a super comfortable car to drive. McLeod clutch, I love it. I've got a spec in my car, which I hate. This thing feels awesome. This one sat for many years in a garage just up north of us. Then was brought back out on the street, had many thousands of dollars put in it, just kind of bring everything back up, and some improvements. And it's a super easy car to drive. We got pedestrians.
It's
very tempting.
It's very tempting.
Yeah. Having to pull the car down.
It pulled to the right. Did you feel that?
I did. I was counter steering. But 355s, we're cruising at 60. Don't look at the speed limit signs. And we're just right at 2,000 RPM.
As a passenger, you can really feel it pull hard.
Which is funny because you think with a Paxton, it's not going to be that fast. But it is surprising the torque of this car.
It is. I've owned a lot of these cars, and this one feels solid. Just smooth, quiet. I expected it to be pretty loud and obnoxious, to be honest.
I did. I expected it to be louder inside, and I really expected the transmission to not work as well as it does.
That's for sure.
But I mean, you squeeze this car even a little bit of a corner, it will start to come around on you.
Yeah.
And those are good tires too. So it's nice.
Oh yeah. And she stops quick.
Yeah, actually, the four-wheel disc. I mean, again, it's not a a 16-inch set of Brembos, but it's surprising how that they work.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I can feel it.
Well, cool.
Here we are.
Here we are. If you guys have any questions, give us a call, 360-863-2241, or you can reach Ryan online. So if you got a question, ask.
All right. Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome. Thanks, Ryan.